Hi. Um, Hi everyone, thank you so much for getting on the call really promptly. I'm literally going to start in a minute, so once everyone has jumped on, then we are going to get started because I want you all to have as much time as we can. So I'm just going to wait one more minute and then we'll get started. Right, okay, we're going to get started. So thank you everyone so much for getting on the call tonight. So for those of you who aren't already in the business, basically what this call tonight about is just giving you the opportunity to hear some testimonials from some of the girls that are already in the business and doing absolutely incredibly, and just giving you an idea of how it's helped us and how being involved in this business has helped everyday life for us. So it's been an absolutely crazy days because it's month end for us. So it's normally when a lot of people hit promotions or reconfirm certain positions. So we've had loads and loads of really exciting promotions. So at the end of the month, it's always a really, really exciting time to be involved in this business. And we have one of the girls on the call tonight, Amy. I think she's on the call. Yeah, she's there, who has literally she joined this time last month and has just hit her second promotion, meaning she is getting herself a nice little £200 bonus. So absolutely incredible. So really, really excited for her. So I'm going to share with you my story first of all. So I got involved in this business 2 years ago. I was 4 months pregnant with my second child, absolutely exhausted, getting fatter by the day and just miserable basically. So I kept seeing all these posts about Juice Plus popping up on my Facebook, and I thought, oh, is it, just a new fad diet? I don't really know if it's going to work. So anyway, I emailed or messaged Amy, who is my upline and who introduced me, and she told me about the premium capsules. They sounded amazing, so I jumped straight on them, and within a few weeks I noticed a massive difference in my skin. It was absolutely glowing. The spots were starting to go. My cravings completely changed from really unhealthy food to more fruits and vegetables. Made a massive difference. The biggest thing for me was my energy levels. They just really went through the roof basically. So it made a massive difference to me. Then I went on, once I'd had my little boy, to our weight loss program and lost 4 stone. So I gained huge amounts of confidence. I gained I lost a lot of weight, and it just made a massive difference to me. I then got pregnant again with my third, and again I just had an absolutely incredible pregnancy. I used the shakes and the capsules, and I honestly never felt better. People couldn't believe I was pregnant because I just felt so well. And so I had my little girl 7 months ago. I'm now back down to my pre-pregnancy weight, and just working on toning and feeling even better again about myself. So that's a bit about my product story. And my business story is, again, it's just amazing. I love this business. I love being part of it. I love introducing it to more people and offering them the opportunity. So when I was pregnant, I wasn't particularly looking for anything. Amy offered me the opportunity, and at first I thought, I don't really have the time. I'm a makeup artist. I'm really busy with that. I've got a son, I've got horses. I didn't really have the time to do anything else. And to be honest, I thought it was a little bit like Avon, where I'd have to go sending out catalogues and buying things. And I wasn't really interested in that. And when Amy explained a little bit more to me about it, I was a bit like, oh, okay, sounds not too bad. The fact that you can do it all on your mobile phone, it fits around what you're already doing. So I thought, all right, I'll give it a go. It's £50 to sign up. I haven't really got a lot to lose, and I've got, by the sounds of it, quite a lot to gain. You know, if I could earn an extra £500 a month, that would really help me out, because I've got horses and I've got children. My money always goes on them, so there's not a lot of money left at the end of the month, especially, you know, for me. So any extra bit of money would really, really help. So I got involved with the business, not having any idea about it, didn't know anything about network marketing. I was really, really blind to it all. Went to my first event and I was just absolutely blown away. Heard some incredible stories of how people have earned, you know, amazing life-changing money. And I just thought, you know, if they can do it, so can I. And what I've sort of gained from this experience is a massive amount of self-confidence. My self-confidence has grown hugely. Just some amazing friends, some of the people that I've met along my journey, and the girls in the team, we have such a strong bond in the team, which is really, really lovely. Everyone is so supportive and you know, really helpful along your journey, and it's just the best feeling, because normally or sometimes, you know, when you're in a job and someone gets promoted, you normally have a lot of jealousy, and oh God, you know, she got it and I was going for it. But there really isn't any of that within our business. It's really, really nice to just, you know, for people to say to you, well done, you've done amazing. You know, is there anything we can help you with? So it's a really great business to be involved with. And today I reconfirmed going SSC, which is the first leadership position. So it's absolutely incredible. I had to reconfirm it. Thanks, Amy. Over 3 months, and I've done that today, which means on our payday, which is the 10th of every month. So on the 10th of July, on top of my commissions, I will be taking home an £1,800 bonus. So that's just a bonus, which, you know, so my pay in July will be, you know, around about 3.5, 4 grand, which is absolutely amazing. I joined this business just to make £500 a month. And, you know, so to be able to take that money home is going to be amazing. And we're having an extension done. So, you know, it's going to help pay for some of that, a couple of bricks. So, yeah, it's just been absolutely incredible for me. You know, what you can do with this business is amazing. You can work it around. I've got 3 small children, all under 4, so none of them are at school. They're with me every single day, which most of the time I love. Some of the time I would like to go off to work. But it's allowed me the chance to be at home and watch them grow, not miss out on anything. So, you know, it really is amazing. And some of the other girls who are in the team, you know, do it around a full-time job, do it around a job and kids. You know, so it is a part-time business that you can fit around the nooks and crannies of your day. So you don't have to have a lot of time to do it. And we really have an amazing system in place now that works. And, you know, if you follow that system and you do it every single day, it's all about consistency and just working and, you know, and learning from other people. It's a real learning curve as well. What I did 2 years ago is completely different to what I do now. So you're constantly learning, constantly developing. So, you know, it's an absolutely incredible opportunity. And just, you know, if you do decide to get involved, just run with it, just grab it and absolutely run with it, because, you know, it really can make such a difference to you. So what I'm going to do now is pass you over to our first speaker, Cara, who is going to share her story and how she's done, because she's doing absolutely incredibly at the moment. So, Cara, if you can unmute yourself, lovely, and take it away.
Thank you, Louise. So I joined the business in February this year, and I'm SDD. So basically for the last year, year before I found Juice Plus, I'd been looking for something else in my life. So I massage horses full time, and I've been doing that for the last 10 years, and I absolutely love my job, but I felt like I had accomplished everything I set out to achieve, and there was something missing in my life, and I wasn't really sure what it was, but I knew I wanted a new challenge, and I wanted something else. I wanted to grow as a person. So I actually was looking into doing a degree. And I was looking to do, you know, change my life, change my career completely, do a degree, but I just couldn't find any avenue that really inspired me. I thought, you know, oh, that sounds all right, that sounds right, but nothing was really grabbing my attention. And then I came across a post on Kelly's, my mentor, Kelly's account on her Facebook wall, and it was something about like empowering women, and like women inspiring one another, empowering one another, and whatever it said, it just grabbed my attention and inspired me straight away. And I didn't even know she was selling, you know, I didn't even know what Juice Plus. I'd never heard of Juice Plus. All I knew is I saw a few posts and I just thought, oh, whatever that is, I want to be part of it. Like, I had no idea what it was. I didn't know there were nutritional products behind it. But I had met Kelly before. I knew her. That's why I was friends with her on Facebook. And I already trusted her because I had met her. I just warmed to her straight away. So I'd already bought into Kelly. And I just thought, look, I know Kelly enough that whatever it is she's going on about, I want to be part of that. And pretty much overnight, without even understanding the nutritional products, I joined the business. All I knew, for me, because I'm really into my health and my clean eating, she told me that, you know, the products were all 100% natural. They were just fruit and veg. They were all plant-based. They couldn't be any cleaner or better. They had no, you know, they're all organic, no toxins, no nasties, no chemicals. So I just thought, you know, that's it. It would fit in with my lifestyle perfectly. And I joined. And then what I found when I started taking the products, because beforehand, when I was massaging all the time, I had absolutely no energy. So every night I'd come home, watch a box set. Every weekend I'd just watch box sets back to back. And I wasn't living a life at all. I wasn't pushing myself. I wasn't growing as a person. And like all these amazing opportunities I was actually being given, whether they were social wise or career wise, I was just turning them all down because I had no energy for anything. But then within a couple of weeks of taking the products, I just started to have more energy. I wasn't even really thinking about it. But then I went from running 1 time a week to like 3 times a week. That was in a couple of weeks, and I didn't even know the berry capsules were like good for your skin, really. And I was taking them, and within 2 weeks, my eczema, which I'd had horrendous eczema on my legs for a year, it just literally disappeared overnight. 2 weeks later, all my dry skin disappeared. My acne was like 80% better within a couple of months. And I just thought, like, you know, I just fell in love with the product so quickly. The shakes are amazing for me, because now for the first time in my life I feel fit, I feel healthy, I'm a good weight, and I feel strong enough to push my running and actually increase my training, and I don't get tired. You know, I've lost a few pounds and I'm still getting stronger, and I'm eating more than I've ever eaten because it's all clean. So the lifestyle is just really working brilliantly for me, and I've got absolutely no cravings. I've done clean eating quite a few times before in my life. I was really, really healthy anyway before I joined the business, but I really believe it's with the capsules and the shakes that this is the first time ever I've eaten clean, but I've had absolutely no cravings. Even to the fact that now, like when I go out for dinner, I used to love puddings, and now I'm just not actually bothered, and I'd almost rather not have pudding anymore. Like, all my sugar cravings have gone. So yeah, went from massaging horses and being permanently tired to now massaging horses, running 3 times a week, obviously walking my dog, social life, riding, working out, getting up earlier. And that's also because of the business. The business has basically sparked something in me where basically I'm just so super excited about life again. Like, I'm so positive, I'm so motivated, and I just feel like I'm actually living again. So I want to get up early. I want to get up at 5:30. I want to crack on in my day. I want to do some Juice Plus business before I even go to work and massage horses. As soon as I get home, I'm like so on it. Like, it's becoming almost like a bit of an obsession, but only in a healthy way, because I can see how positively this is benefiting me, and how this every single second of bit of effort I put into Juice Plus is building my future. So it's not going to waste, and I just know that I'm going to reap the rewards in the future. So I couldn't, you know, talk more highly about this business or the products. And like the Zoom call we had last night, for example, we had an amazing call. We got amazing training for free that I would have paid good money for, and it left us all absolutely buzzing. I mean, that's stuff that we get for free for our company. It's really life-changing stuff, and like, I'm really grateful for it. As Louise said, like, the people, they lift you, they inspire you. We've got such a great network, such a great team and community, and we all support one another. And that's something else I missed out on being self-employed. I was on my own, and I'm actually absolutely fine on my own. Like, I'm, really used to being on my own, but I always missed like camaraderie, or like a sisterhood, or like support, or like, just someone to chat to, someone to bounce ideas off of, and someone else there, like being part of a team. And I was actually, without knowing about it, I was searching for a team, and I couldn't have found a better team with the Diamond Dreamers and Juice Plus. So yeah, I think that's me.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Cara. That's really cool. And bless her, Cara, literally, I messaged her about an hour ago saying, oh, do you fancy speaking on the call? So thank you so much, because I completely threw you in at the deep end there. And as Cara said, it is amazing. Like, I was self-employed before, working as a makeup artist, so missed out on, sometimes being part of a team and feeling like you're part of something. And this company really, really does make you feel like you're part of something, and it's just so lovely to be involved with such incredibly amazing, supportive people, that really do want you to do better every month. Like Cara says, we have the most incredible training calls that we absolutely, we would pay a lot of money for, and they're free, and you can literally listen to them at home on the comfort of your sofa, your bed, in your pajamas. You don't have to get up, you don't have to go out in the miserable weather. You can literally do this business from home, which is absolutely incredible. As I said, it's really changed who I am, like, in a good way. It's given me so much more confidence. If someone had said to me 2 years ago, you'd be speaking on a Zoom call in front of 25, 30 people, I would have just gone, there's no way, I just wouldn't have done it. So it really does just give you just an absolutely amazing sort of lifestyle as well. So what I'm going to do now is pass you over to my absolute superstar, Amy, who has literally just hit her second promotion today. So without further ado, I'm going to pass you over to you, Amy, if you can unmute yourself.
Technophobe.
That's it. Well done. You're on.
Not seeing myself. Okay, so I'm going to talk about my last 5 weeks, as these guys have kind of covered all the products, because I relate to everything they've just said. So I started, bear with me, I've had to write everything down so I don't force myself to miss stuff and waffling. So I started with the breakfast challenge, which Lou introduced me to, basically because I got overweight, I was unhealthy, and I was just really slow, and I needed to change. I knew for once I needed to stick with something in my entire life and actually go with it. So I did my 2-week breakfast challenge and absolutely loved my results. And it was pretty easy for me to go straight into the goal plan. My results so far from the goal plan is my migraines have gone, my skin is cleared up from horrendous eczema, I've lost 1.5 stone, I've lost 4 inches around my waist. The list is endless, to be honest. But the main important key to all this is the amount of energy that I've got. Which has been key to my past 5 weeks. So how I got into all this was my upline Lou mentioned the business side of things to me pretty quickly, to be honest. I think she saw something in me that I didn't initially. I think that's fair to say. And my response was typical to most of you guys that's probably on here, or people that you're going to speak to. And that was really negative, to be honest. Straight away, I was just like, I have no time, and I don't have any energy to fit something else in with this, in with a full-time job. I work for the London Ambulance, I do shift work, I do night work. I have a horse, between full-time competition work, I have a dog, and I have a long-distance relationship. I don't have kids, so to be honest, the people that do have kids, hats off to you how you do it. And then I said no initially, and then a week later I was just like, oh yeah, I'm interested, but then I was interested in it all, and then Lou sort of encouraged me, but then people around me were like, no, it's a pyramid scheme, don't give anyone any money. So I completely listened to all that negativity and freaked out, to be honest, and backed out of the whole thing. And I was just like, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. For some reason, I made this whole issue into a bigger deal than it was. And then I started referring loads of people to Lou, because they were seeing the results in me and the difference in me. And Lou just basically said to me, I'm bloody nuts and I could be building my own business out of this and earning commission off these orders. And she was right. So I was just like, oh, sign me up before I back out again. I don't know why in my head I turned this into a bigger deal than it was, because, to be honest, it's the best thing I've ever done. So not only having 2 paychecks a month, which is amazing, it's just extra money. I have no savings. I want to earn and build a life together, build a life with my boyfriend and just have that extra bit of money. But for me, I'm going to go down the fact that it's been a massive personal development in just 5 weeks for me. So I've been opened up to the world of network marketing, and just listening to all the audio books have been so inspiring and so motivational. And to be honest, my reaction to it is, Christ, the world's changing, the economy's changing, and you know what? A load of people are getting on board with this idea, and they're making a lot of money out of it in an easy, kind of nice way. And I was like, I'm not going to miss out on this opportunity, because it's the way the world and the economy is going, and I want to be part of it, and I want an easy future, to be honest. So keeping to the personal note, the team that you get within this business is just unbelievable. They're so positive and so supportive. It's hilariously contagious. It's kind of get on board or get out. And the difference that people have noticed in around me, and my attitude has completely changed to just life and people. And I'm just dragging people along with me on my little journey of positivity and health eating. And they don't actually have much choice. It's been quite entertaining. And the strength in me over the last 5 weeks, all the guys that are on mute at the moment and don't show your faces, that was me last week. Like each week, it's unreal, the changes that are happening. And to be honest, I'm refusing to let anyone stand in my way. And because of this positivity, I can't say the word, and so all my healthy eating and the changes I've made, the energy that I have is absolutely nuts. And that's the key, because I have all this energy. I've done double the amount of work that I do in a day. Like, I work within my work, although I shouldn't, but I do shift work. So I came off a night shift yesterday, I had 4 hours sleep, I did the horse, I did orders, I created a new breakfast challenge. I was fine, like, because I have all this energy, you can fit it into the day. What's my next point? So when anyone sort of says now, you don't have time to do this, to be honest, it is the worst excuse ever. You do create time. The business and the support that you get with this system, they show you how you create time and how you can do this business around your normal life. And the support and the process and the learning that you get in this business is nothing, it's like no other job or business that I know. You're so lucky. Like Cara said before, you're getting all of this for free, but it's personal development as well. It's not just putting money into the bank. You're growing as a person. Also, the ladies like Lou and everyone, all the uplines that have built Diamond Dreamers, they had to do all this from scratch. They've had to put a lot of time and effort. They've fallen flat on their face. They've had to get themselves back up again. But they've created a system now that is pretty much idiot-proof. So when I got on board 5 weeks ago, they hand you a step-to-step guide on how to do this successfully. And all we require is for you to commit to it. None of this is rocket science. So 5 weeks ago, I followed my mentors, and I did exactly as I was told. I believed that I could do it. I followed the steps and I achieved SDD. It is that simple. You just have to commit. And to be honest, it's easy because we're providing customers with a healthy lifestyle and a product that you believe in and that you know that works. So there's no stress in it. It's not sales. You're just helping people be better people. And also, another excuse, because I was that person, when people say, oh, I'm not confident enough that's just not me. I was totally the same, and Lou was the same as well at the beginning. Your confidence is nuts. Like you just don't think, oh, I can't put all these posts up on Facebook. It's just not me. Totally me 3 weeks ago. And do you know what? I was just like listening to all these audio books and stuff. I was like, I'm going to fake it till I make it. I'm going to put a front on, and I'm just going to keep going and see what happens. And now I have faked it. I'm now confident enough that I believe in it all because I know it's working. And on a final note, it's pretty cool watching your customers achieve these amazing results. And it's so rewarding and it's so addictive, it's unreal. So you suddenly realise that you've been doing something so helpful for other people that it just makes, you don't realise that you're making a business out of it when you're actually helping people as well. And also, oh yeah, you're getting a bit of extra money for it. So my top tips for this, after my massive waffle, is to get onto the product, as it makes it really easy to sell something that you believe in. It's simple. It's like you have so much confidence and I don't know what the word is in your voice to sell it to people. It's kind of people just get on board quite easily. The energy that the products give you creates the time that you need to put into this business, so there's no excuse in that. I started off just small. I was like, because I couldn't handle the fact of, oh my God, I've got to talk to other people that I don't know. So I just started off with my friends and family. And then because of my confidence, I'm happy to talk to other people. And it all suddenly starts growing quite easily. Remember, this is all done in 5 weeks. So I was all you. And if you don't have that confidence, you put a little front on. You fake it until you make it. And on my final note, I promise you, you won't ever regret going into this. It's the best move I've ever done. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Amy. That's it's amazing, and to hear you speak so confidently. I mean, what this business can give you as well is just absolutely amazing friendships. I didn't even know Amy at the end of last year. We met in January, I think, through Facebook. I probably added her, and actually, I think she added me through a breakfast challenge or something. Can't really remember. You added me, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we met up because I knew she would be good at the business. And it's right, sometimes you don't believe in yourself, but someone sees something in you, and that's exactly the same. When I was first introduced, Amy, who introduced me, was exactly the same. She got talking to me, she built a relationship. So we don't sell. It's nothing about selling. It's building relationships and listening to what people want and then giving them value. So, if you've got someone who keeps saying to you, I'd really love to do the product or the business, but I'm just not sure I'm confident enough. It's about talking to them and reassuring them and letting them know that you're there. And the best thing about this business is you earn money from helping other people, and you really do. Amy's journey in 5 weeks has just been absolutely insane. And as she said, she really did nearly back out. Well, she did back out. We were ready to get some signs up. And she was like, I'm really sorry, I don't think this is for me. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Everyone has that decision. And I said no at first when Amy first approached me. And all I can say is thank God I said yes. And thank God my Amy said yes. And she's completely, smashed this business out the park. She's done everything that she's been told. And, she's proof that the system that we've put together works. And, it's not idiot proof, or it is idiot proof even, sorry. Obviously I can do it. But it's absolutely just insane what you can achieve in such a small amount of time. And when I asked Amy to be involved in the call, I did expect her to turn around and say, oh, do you know what, I just don't think I'm confident enough yet. And the fact she was like, yeah, that's cool, what do you want me to say? It just proves as well. And speaking on these Zoom calls is really difficult. So I want to give a massive shout out to Amy and Cara for sharing their stories, because I still find it really hard when you've got all these people looking at you and you're a bit like, ooh. It's really, really difficult. So I'm just really, really thankful for both of you for getting on the call. If anybody does have any questions, we've got there's a little chat button at the bottom. If you want to pop any questions in, we're more than happy to, answer any questions that you may have. But what I would just say to you now is go back to the person who spoke to you and invited you along to this call, because they want you to be involved in this incredible journey. and it's such an amazing opportunity that, you know, really, if you get involved, you absolutely won't regret it. So go back to them, get involved with it, and hopefully we will see you on the next team training when you're involved in the business. So yeah, once again, I just want to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone who's on the call and all of the speakers so far, and hopefully we will all see you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.